Hey YouTube, Tom Houston with Tom Houston Photography here. My last lens review was of my 85mm, and today I will be reviewing my 105mm f2.8 micro VR. I'll also put the other specs up here just to cut down on the length of this video. This is a phenomenal lens. There's not that much I have to say against this lens at all. It's got the gold ring, so it is a pro-built lens. It has amazing build quality. Very smooth and big manual focus ring, which is perfect for macro photography. It is tack sharp. It's outrageously sharp, actually. The bokeh is really good. And it has VR. At the time when I was getting this lens, the other two lenses I was thinking of getting were the Tamron 90 macro and the Sigma 150 macro. And I got this because of its VR, because one, I wanted a more versatile lens, so I wanted to be able to use this for more things than just macro, and I know that the VR would help me with that. As well, I didn't always want to be tied to my tripod for doing macro shots. And boy oh boy, am I ever glad I got this lens. I find myself usually not bringing my tripod with me for macro shots when I go on hikes and stuff like that, because most wildlife that I take photos of, I find will definitely run away from me if I try to take my time and set up a tripod and adjust so that I can get the one-to-one shot. One example is I was taking pictures of frogs on the side of a riverbank, and it was really muddy and really hard to even compose the shot handheld, let alone trying to set up a tripod. So if I did set up a tripod, I'm sure I would scare away all the frogs and or fall into the river and go for a nice swim with my camera. So I'm very glad I have this lens with its VR, because I can take very, very sharp photos handheld on a bright sunny day, and it works great. I have also done a lot of portraits with this lens. Usually I use this lens to get a very, very detailed, tack sharp shot of my model's makeup, if I get my makeup artist to do their makeup, so that I can give my makeup artist that shot for her portfolio. I've used it once for a landscape shot in Canmore to get a picture of the three sisters, which I will put up at the end of this video, along with the other main macro shots I've taken with this lens. One thing I don't love about this lens is when you're using it for other things other than macro, because it is a macro lens, the autofocus does sometimes hunt, especially in low light. So I've done some portrait shoots, and I do have to change the lighting a little so that there's enough light on my subject that this lens can focus, because it does have some difficulty focusing. So it hunts just a little, and I think that is the only negative thing I can say about this lens. It is tack sharp. VR is amazing. Good weight. I call it my hand grenade, because it's a really, really sturdy lens. And I will put up after this a couple of photos just to show you examples of what this lens does. You can check out more of my work on my website, which I will link below, as well as the review I have already done on my blog, which I also put the link below. As well, I realized that it might be best to also put the link to my Twitter account, below for the people who do not have YouTube, so they can follow me on there, since they won't be able to subscribe to me if they don't have a YouTube account. So for those of you who do not have a YouTube account and who want to follow my photography, please follow my Twitter account, which I will post below. So I hope that helps, and I will talk to you guys later. Ciao.